Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am back with another flipping challenge, and this one is going to be long term. What I want to do is flip from 1 GP and earn myself a twisted bow from scratch. Now I know I have started things like this before, but this time it's going to be different. I know I've maybe said things like that before, but this time it's going to be different. The reason for that is I'm going to be setting a goal of earning myself a twisted bow in 1 year from flipping from 1 GP, or else. And the or else is that at the end of the 1 year, if I have not earned a twisted bow in that time frame, I am going to give away all of the money that I've earned thus far, as well as go down to my local Asian market and buy the spiciest pepper that I can find, and I will eat it on live stream. That I promise you. And I'll let you guys know I am not very good with spicy food, so I will literally be crying as I give away all of my money. So with that out of the way, let's get started with 1 GP. The date I'm starting this is May 16th, so if I don't have this completed by May 16th of 2020, I am going to be doing the forfeit. So the very first item you pick for something like this is extremely important, as you could waste a lot of time just waiting for a random item to come through at 1 GP. So what I've selected this time is the iron thrownaxe. Not the most traded item, but it's really hard to find any item that will buy for 1 GP, so let's hope we can get this at least by tomorrow. Well, fuck, that took a long time. It's the following morning, it's 8 AM. We finally sold off the iron thrownaxe, but that took pretty much an entire day to do, and we earned ourselves a cool 28 GP from it. Okay, so that's a pretty slow start. Now we're going to move on to the bronze battle axe, which I think we can probably buy for around 26 GP and hopefully sell for a bit more than that. And we'll probably have a little bit of money left over for... fuck, that's not good. Okay, we instantly bought the bronze battle axe for 26 GP. I guess that's the price I wanted, but we'll try selling it back for around 100. We're also going to put an offer in for 1 GP for a few other bronze items because we have nothing else to do. Might as well. It couldn't hurt if something randomly comes through. We'll do the bronze warhammer, the bronze chain body, and we'll do the bronze dagger P+. Totally random. It didn't look these items up, but can't hurt. And we'll put it in for 1 GP, and we'll come back hopefully with some sales. Alright, not bad. It's the afternoon of the same day, and we actually did sell the battle axe for 97 GP, and we also got the bronze dagger P+ for 1 GP. I really don't know how much we could sell that for, but hopefully a couple hundred GP at least. We'll chuck that in there for 230 GP, a really slowly traded item, but we actually ended up getting one. We're going to put an offer in for the bronze plate legs, which we can buy for around 55 GP and sell for hopefully around 150, which is a pretty good margin considering how much money we have. We'll do another bronze battle axe for 26 GP. We're just really trying to get all of our offer slots filled with random things. It can't hurt, and it could end up helping us out a lot. Okay, I definitely thought the unfired pot was the unfired bowl because I thought it was a quest item for Dragon Slayer, but apparently we still flipped the unfired pot. Whoever bought that, I don't know. And we sold off another bronze battle axe for 98 and the bronze dagger P for 237, which means we're almost up to half a K. Never said that before, but anyway, we're up to 500 GP, 531 to be precise. We're looking at the steel mace, which looks pretty good. We can buy it for around 40 GP and sell it for hopefully 175. We'll chuck an offer in there for 39 GP, and we'll do 10 of them. Okay, now we're actually going to try the unfired bowl, which is the one I wanted to do initially. We're going to buy it for 51 GP. Alright, look at that, guys. We actually got a steel dagger P+ for like 5 GP, and we sold it off for 1400, as well as having pretty good luck on the steel mace, and we actually did a steel crossbow flip as well. So we ended up making about 1.4k on the steel dagger flip. The steel mace flip, we got 1.8k in total, and we only spent 390 GP on that one, so that's 1.5k there, and we got a bit on the steel crossbow. We're up to 4k now, so that was a really big leap. So we're going to move on to a few interesting rarer items. We're going to do the Firewatch shoes, which you can hopefully buy for 2.4k. We're also having a look at the frog leather boots. Still not really sure who uses this item, but they're selling for around 4.6k, and we could buy them for hopefully around 600. For this, we are using GE Tracker's highest margin page, which is pretty useful. We're filtering down to some of the cheapest items, so we're finding items like the Bone Club, Firewatch shoes is really useful for people who don't have much money and want to get a really good return. So I will leave a link in the description for that. G-Tracker is a sponsor of mine, so go check them out if you haven't already heard of them. We put the Bone Club in for 1k, and that leaves us with about 100 GP left. We'll just put an offer in for, I don't know, one of these random items. So it is May 18th, and somebody bought the frog leather boots for 2,000 GP each. Thank you, sir. And we also sold the Bone Club for 5k. We also had a really good flip on the steel axe. We got 18 of them, bought for I think 18 GP, and we sold them for 250. And we're trying that again with another 40 of them. We ended up buying the Myth Grapple and the Firewatch shoes, but we haven't sold either of them off yet. So we're up to 17k cash now, a nice cash stack starting out finally. We're going to chuck a little offer in for the spined boots for 200 GP. We're really lowballing that one. We're also going to try the green robe bottoms for around 455 GP, hoping to sell them for 3,000, so almost a 1,000% profit there. And next up, we're going to do the Peaceful Blessing, and we can do 2 of them, almost 3, not quite, for around 4.5k, and hopefully selling them back for around 10k. So we actually have some nice profitable items now, and hopefully they will actually buy. Ooh, look at that, guys. That's a lot of green. Always like to see that. We have sold pretty much most of the items. We sold the Myth Grapple for a 2k profit pretty much. We sold another 4 of the frog leather boots for around 2k each, which is a 1,500 GP profit on each one. Once we claim everything, we're up to 40k along with 9 of the green robe bottoms, which means we're probably around 45k or something like that on day number 3, May 19th. Okay, we have a really interesting item here. We're looking to buy the Bandos Crozier for 3.5k, and we're hoping to sell it for 13k, which means we'll make a 10k profit on this item. These Clue Scroll items can have insane margins because they're not that useful, but some people actually do want them. So we're going to put an offer in for around 3.5k, and we're going to go ahead and do 3 or 4 of them. There's a pretty good margin on the Spottier Cape, which you can buy for around 1.3k. We'll go ahead and maybe do another 10 of those. I'm not really sure about this one, but we're going to try flipping Toad Crunchies. Probably not very popular, but we're going to buy them for around 3k. We can afford about 4 of them. And lastly, we're going to chuck in some steel axes. I'm pretty excited about these items. We're finally getting into the territory where things will start giving pretty good returns, because on average, we need to make 3 mil a day to get a twisted bow, and it's going to be months before we can hit that mark. Okay, my Toad Crunchies flip is not looking half bad now. We got 1k on each one of those. We only ended up buying 4 of them because, well, nobody uses this item, but we also flipped the Croziers for actually a 40k profit off of 4 items, which is insane considering how much money I had before that. And we sold off all of the green robe bottoms for about a 20k profit. Okay, we got another interesting item lined up here, the Carambuan Vessel. Not a very highly traded item, but it has a 4k margin on it right now, and we can buy them for reasonably cheap, only around 1.4k each. We probably won't go for more than 4 of them though. It looks like the Firewatch legs have about a 3k margin on them, which is good considering their price. We're going to go ahead and do 10 of them. And there's a new item that just got released with the new Clue Scroll batch, and that is the Explorer's Backpack. It looks like we can buy it for around 19 or 20k. And potentially sell it for like 40 or 50k, which would be a huge boost considering I don't have that much money right now. We're going to try buying it for 19k, and we can afford 3 of them, almost 4, but I really hope this item comes through. I am so thankful for RuneScape Mobile. I'm actually able to check my offers on my 2-day road trip. That's awesome. We ended up getting a 2k profit on the Carambuan Vessels, I think, and about a 5k profit on the Peaceful Blessing, so we got 10k in profit there. We're still waiting to sell off the Cream Robe tops, which unfortunately we didn't get as good a margin as I thought, but still pretty decent. No luck on the Explorer's Backpacks yet. We did buy 3 of them, but we haven't sold them off, so hopefully we can still get a decent margin on those. We managed to very slowly find some good items with good margins on my phone, but I didn't actually show you the entire process as it would have taken me literally 10 minutes. But we got a pretty good margin on the Ceradoman Miter, about a 6k margin, so 12k in profit there. We're getting a 3k margin on the Blue D'hide Chaps. We also flipped 5 Peaceful Blessings. We're going to get about a 5k profit on each one of those, so about 25k in profit off of that. And we have a few other random items here and there. We got the Firewatch legs, which we got not a huge profit on, but I think about 10k. So after we claim all the items and kind of taking into account everything we have in our inventory, I think we have pretty close to 200k in cash right now. Okay, the real winner here is the Goblin Mask. We bought them for 5.5k each, and we successfully sold them back for 14k, which means we got 7k on each one. which is about a 35k profit off of that random clue scroll item. Awesome. We did eventually sell off the Explorer's backpacks, but not for much of a profit, only 4k on each one. Okay, so I think we're looking at around 300 to 350k in cash we have right now. After we sell off these items, we'll be back in Victoria tomorrow, so I'll be able to show a little bit more of my flipping. But a pretty successful 2-day road trip, to be honest. We probably made about 200k in profit. Alright, so we have some interesting flips coming through here. We have the Greenman's Ale Matured, which we bought for 14.5k each and sold for 23k, which means we got about 25k in profit off of that one. We have some kind of random items we're flipping on my phone, which we're going to kind of pull out. We got some Ceridome and Page 1s. The Cream Robe Tops, we actually got a 2k profit on each one, which is really good. We flipped the Berserker Necklace Ornament Kit. We sold them for 60k and we bought them for 41k, which means we got about a 20k margin on it. And after everything's said and done, we're up to around 500k. And we're on to day number 7 now. We're on May 22nd, I believe. First up here, we're going to flip these Skeletal Boots. I'm not really sure about this one because I don't really know who actually uses this item, but we're going to try 5 of them for about 11.5k each. The Pirate's Hat has a pretty good margin on it of about 15k, and we're going to buy it for around 13.5k. We'll do 4 or 5 of these as well. Next up here, the Honorable Blessing has a very good margin on it of about 5k or 6k, and considering it's very cheap, we're going to do 10 of them. The Armadyl Page 1 actually looks like it's dipped down to a very inexpensive price on GE Tracker at around 181k, which looks pretty promising to me. So unfortunately, the items I put in earlier didn't really work, but we got an amazing flip on the Bando's Cloak. We bought them for 193k in total, and we sold them for 295k, which is 100k in profit just on that one item. We also did some Trident of the Seas for a little bit. Not much there, only 30k, but we also flipped my favorite item, which is the Cabbage Round Shield, and I think we got about a 40k profit there, bringing us up to 862k. We're getting very close to $1 million now. We're going to chuck an offer in for the Giant Boot, 336k for that one. Next up, an offer for the Initiate Hauberk. That's how you say it, probably not. We're going to put in quite a few actually for 15 of them. Another relatively new item, we're going to try the Wolf Mask, and we're going to buy it for 20k, and I will do maybe 5 or 6 of them. And last up here, we did a full buy limit of the Armadyl Cloak, and we'll find something to do with the last 140k. Alright, so we did decent. Not as well as I had hoped. We didn't make any money on the Black Elegant Shirt, nor the Initiate item. However, we did make about 20k on each of the Berserker Ornament Kits, and quite a lot on the War Blessings, which is good because this took a long time. It took like an entire day to do this flip, which is a bit too time consuming, I think. We are over 1 mil now. After we claim everything, we'll be at about 1.1 mil-ish. And we're on to May 25th. Anyway, we're going to put an offer in for the Magic Comp Bow. A pretty cheap item, but a really good margin on it. And we also put an offer in for Uri's Hat. We're also going to put an offer in for the Iron Plate Legs Tee at about 18k. Not too bad. We're going to do 4 of those guys. And this next item here has turned out to be probably one of the better items I've flipped in quite a while, and that is the Goat Tuber. Now, the price of this item has actually crashed pretty recently because of a YouTuber who made a video about it, but actually has been benefiting me quite a bit. So thank you very much, Statistically Challenged, I appreciate it. But we're going to put an offer in for about 601k for the Goat Tuber, and it has a 50k margin, which is very good. My god, I don't actually know why I'm up at 6 a.m, but well, we are. So we got a pretty good flip on the Goat Tuber, about 35k on that one, and the Grand Seed Pod we only got about 20k margin on. It's not terrible, but I was kind of hoping for more. We tried flipping the Rune Plate Body H4, which we got a 10k margin on each one. So about 40k on those Rune Plate Bodies, a completely new item as well. We got a bit of money on the Iron Plate Legs, I think about a 10k margin, 11k I suppose. And we did another Goat Tuber flip. We've just been kind of doing one at a time and just kind of, every time I notice one buys, I just put it into sell. I'm not going to wait and record every clip of that because that'll slow me down a lot. But I've been getting a pretty consistent 30 to 40k flip on the Goat Tuber. Once we pulled everything out, we're up to 1.3 mil, which is not too bad. We're going to put another offer in for the Goat Tuber because it's been working quite well over the last couple days. Another offer in for the Iron Plate Legs Tee I think is pretty good. There really is nothing wrong with doing the same item over and over again if you are getting a good margin on it, which we are, so we're going to continue on with the Plate Body H4. We're going to try another fairly new item here, which is the Rune Defender Ornament Kit. We're going to try buying it for around 87k. We're also going to try another ornament kit, the Berserker necklace ornament kit, which we're going to buy for around 41k. Man, all these items are crashing so quickly. They're actively traded prices like half of what the GE price is saying. And last up here, we're going to put in the Ancient Stole for about 2500. So it's kind of rare that I actually have everything sold off at once, so I thought I'd maybe do a little recording now. We've been constantly flipping these goat tubers for a 50k profit. They're crashing even more. We were buying them for around 550 and selling them for 600. And then I think we bought a couple for 501 and sold them for 550, but pretty much consistently getting 50k profits. We sold the iron plate legs and the iron stole for a really good margin as well, and we also did some Berserker ornament kits. The dragon boot ornament kit we got about 80k in profit on, so that's a really good flip right there. Each iron plate leg we got around a 9k margin on, and we've done quite a few of them over the last couple of days. You can just see all the goat tuber flips in my history. I just keep flipping them back and forth, and it's really the best way to go. And we're currently up to 1.7 mil. Of course, we'll put another offer in for another goat tuber. We're actually going to try doing the black beads. We can buy them for 1.7k, and they have a really large limit on them and about a 1.5k margin. Man, the Amulet of Avarice is so cheap now that I can actually afford to flip it on this account. We're going to buy them for around 101k. And looking to get about a 40 or 50k margin, so we're going to do 4 of them. So we have about 600k left. We're just going to go through GE Tracker and find some of the items with the highest returns on that, and we'll just put those in the last 4 slots. They'll be kind of cheap clue scroll items, but nothing too exciting. So we have been flipping some other items, but generally most of our profit is coming from the goat tuber. We're up to doing 2 quantity at a time, which means we're getting close to 100k every time we buy and sell 2 of them. And they come through exceedingly quickly, so it's a really good item. We also did flip the Amulet of Avarice for about a 40k profit, which is pretty good, but so much slower than these other items. We did the Lovakenge hoods, Frozen Whip Mix for a little bit of money, but only about 20k on that one. And we did some Bandos cloaks. We sold them for 271, and we bought them for 216, so about a 60k profit there. We're going to try buying the Skeletal Helm, which I think kind of looks like the udders of a cow. I don't know. Can't really unsee it now. The Elemental Shield actually has about a 1.5k margin, and we're going to try doing maybe all 70 of them, or at least like 40 or 50. Okay, maybe 70 is a little extreme. We'll go for 30 right now. We're going to put in another offer for 2 goat tubers, of course. And another really promising looking item is the leather body G, which we can get for about 535 or 540k or something like that, and sell it for about a 40k margin. It's really going to come down to how quickly we can flip it. All right, the money's rolling in now. We are doing goat tubers 3 at a time. The leather bodies have been flipping back and forth very quickly for a 40k margin. I think we've done it 3 or 4 times now. Pretty much constant 40k profits there, constant 40k profits on the goat tubers. For other flips, we did the Elemental Shield for, well, we bought them for 45k and sold them for 107k, so it's about 50k on that one. We did some other random items like the Saradomin Stole, which I think we got about a 10k margin on. So actually pretty good, about 70k on that. And we also have some other items like the Adamant Kite Shield, G we're looking to flip. So yeah, I think we're up to about 2.5 to 3 mil in items now. We're going to sell off our last goat tuber for 548k, buy 2 more for 510, and we'll probably put another offer in for the leather body G at about 535k, although I don't think it was coming through, so I might bump that up maybe to 540k, as it is a really good item and probably worth continuing on with. So we are pretty much exactly 14 days into this challenge now. It is now May 29th, and things are looking okay. I'm pretty happy with the last 3 or 4 days. We've been making a lot of money, checking offers frequently, and I think we should be up to around 3 mil. The goat tubers are still flipping for about a 40k profit. We've been doing lots of leather bodies. We did a Tsar Ket Ohm flip, which netted us about 50k as well. And overall, I think we're doing pretty well. I hope by the end of the month, I would be at least in maybe the 10 to 15 mil range. Things start getting exponentially quicker, and once I get up to maybe 15 or 20 mil, I can start doing like stuff like blowpipes and just actively flip a lot to kind of help boost up my daily profit. I still do think that the best way to flip in the beginning is doing these really low volume clue scroll items, because it really does not take that much time and you can get really good margins for it. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. What do you think about this? Do you like the challenge? I'm trying to do a bit longer videos for it, about 20 minutes a piece. Do you like longer videos? Let me know down below. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.